What's going on, everybody? It's Freeedo here for Clickheads with another Valorant agent ability breakdown. Today, Riot revealed a gameplay teaser for VIPER. In this gameplay clip, VIPER clutches the round by employing a host of poisonous, toxic-themed abilities, whose largest utility is about blocking line of sight that gives her a lot of control on the battlefield. The first agent we saw was Phoenix, who had a flashbang type ability. VIPER takes this up a notch with different versions of smokes that she can reactivate, which is hugely powerful. At the start of the clip, VIPER uses Poison Cloud to block off this tight choke, but we also see that she must have set up her signature ability Toxic Screen earlier and is sort of bouncing these two line of sight effects in order to create a lane for her to walk to the objective. Being able to turn these on and off at will is the real power here, because as soon as the enemy begins to pre-fire through the smoke, trying to deny the plant, VIPER can turn off the poison smoke and pop him in the head. Ouch. Then, when VIPER plants the spike, to set up for the clutch, she uses her ultimate ability, Viper's Pit, which is probably going to be one of the strongest ways to clutch on a bomb site. The smoke is toxic and stays up as long as she survives inside the smoke field. Toxicity is her friend, apparently. When you're in the smoke, it does damage you all the way down to 1 HP, but it can't kill you by itself. So regardless, you don't want to be fighting in it anyway. The kicker is that enemies that come into the field are highlighted to VIPER. Yeah, pretty strong. With information being so insane, we already know that the recon arrow type ability seems to be pretty strong for Valorant, but with so many abilities that obscure information, maybe the game might need more that can counter some of these vision obscuring abilities that just give you so much control over the battlefield, and VIPER's all about that. Keep in mind that different agents in Valorant have different mechanics in how they utilize their abilities. VIPER's mechanic is that both the Toxic Screen and the Poison Cloud utilize fuel, and you can see it ticking down in the middle of her screen when using it. Using both at once is going to drain your fuel pretty quick. So actually, this enemy player, I think, makes a pretty big mistake, because VIPER was just about to be out of fuel, meaning the smoke was going to come down anyway. With how much control she has with being able to put it on or off, you probably don't want to reveal yourself inside the smoke, because she's going to win the peekaboo battle every time with the control of when she clicks them on or off. The only VIPER ability we didn't get to see from this promo video is Snake Bite, which fires a projectile that explodes into a pool of damaging acid. You can see it in these screenshots from the earlier reveal that puts a damaging pool on the ground. And by itself, it might not be too threatening, but you can imagine how much better it gets inside of her ultimate, like in this first screenshot, where you're going to take damage from the toxic smoke anyway, but you'll take even more from the toxic pool of acid on the ground. Now, there's a cheeky thing in this gameplay reveal that we noticed that, to my knowledge, has not been shown anywhere yet. This looks like a teleporter. Maps in Valorant will sometimes have these teleporters that send you across the map. It's been reported that the teleporters are only one way, so you can be safe assuming that this is the entrance of it, that nobody would pop out of it. But as more and more maps get added, who knows what the rules might be. There's been a lot of speculation on the power level of these abilities, a lot of worries that ones that we've seen in other games be somewhat dominant, like rezzing a teammate or gaining vision, mini wall hacks on an area. Those seem incredibly powerful, but I honestly think abilities like this that are very economical in how you use them, depending on how it's tuned, might be more impactful. Granted, VIPER's kit is a bit more setup and slow, but compared to the other agents in the game, a lot of her smokes and LOS blocking techniques are larger than what a lot of other agents have, and because of that, I think there's some maps where VIPER is just going to be dominant meta and will allow you to take sections of specific map geometry every time, because VIPER can like set execute a site. If you're used to learning CSGO, executes were something that multiple players had to put together, where you need to line up a smoke by aiming at a pixel 10 miles away, throw it, have it bounce 3 times, and land in the perfect spot. VIPER can kind of do all of that on her own, just by targeting sections of the map straight ahead of her. And since a lot of those other agent abilities we've seen have been described by many people who've had the chance to play the game as not being as impactful as you might think, especially as, at least currently, I don't see a whole bunch of abilities that punish you for playing in and around these types of smokes. Whereas in CSGO, everybody gets 2 flashbangs to just constantly be flashing through smokes, and if you're brave enough, you can Stewie 2K your way, pushing through smokes. Whereas in Valorant, I'm not so sure how brave you can feel charging into an area that the enemy's already controlling. So I'll be interested to hear what you guys think in the comment section down below. What is going to be the most powerful Valorant abilities? I think there's a chance VIPER is going to be quite high. But that's going to be everything for this breakdown video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, please be sure to subscribe to Clickheads for more Valorant videos, and hit the bell icon so you actually get notified when our videos go live. Can't wait to start breaking down the metagame of these different abilities. The beta's gotta be getting close. I feel it in my bones. If you're excited for more Valorant, be sure to leave the video with a like. I've been Freeedo for Clickheads. We'll see you guys next time.
No one can hold their breath forever. Poison orb emitting. Dead fool. Toxin screen down. Spike planted. Don't get in my way.
One enemy remaining.
Get out of my way.
Clutch.
3 down.
When you're rolling in green, don't stop. When you're rolling in green, they flop. Look at my ride too clean.